Turn up, skibidi band skang. Where I said, it's Ozzy, the 5-star general, right up here on the MD90 YouTube channel. Subscribe right about now and get exclusive information all the way right here. Boom.
Well, Harry Caravas beaten Fred Membe and Makebe Zulu in the second round of polls that was conducted by Emmanuel Mwamba. So, as you may be aware, about 48 hours ago, Emmanuel Mwamba conducted an opinion poll on his platform on Facebook, where people had to go and vote to who was more popular and likely to be a formidable contender to President Hakainde Hichilema in the upcoming August general elections. And the previous vote was won by Makebe Zulu, followed by Harry Kalaba, and then Fred Membe came in the third place. So it seems like Fred Membe being in the third place has not changed. So the changes that have come through in this second opinion poll is that Makebe Zulu has gone to the second place, and then Harry Kalaba has gone to the first place. So, and then someone was quick to Christabel Mwape in the comment section she was like, Kalawateta win our elections background in the beans, in the beans. So simply saying that, hey, Harry Kalaba cannot win elections on the ground. That's what she feels. And then true mama by UPND who are voting for him, they have nothing to do. So they just want to disturb our program. So people seem not to accept the results. They were quick to accept Makebe Zulu's results just 48 hours ago, but the Harry Calaba's results, I don't know how they are disregarding it because it's still the same platform. And anyway, so according to that opinion poll, so Emmanuel Mwamba says Harry Kalaba wins the second opinion. So on Wednesday, this was Wednesday, 25th February 2026, since the first leader, Harry Kalaba has won the Zambia Decides opinion poll, a second poll that has been conducted by Emmanuel Mwamba Verified podcast. The poll was decided by live phone callers, online voting that saw Harry Kalaba get 43%, while on Monday, the winner of the poll was Patriotic Front presidential aspirant Makebe Zulu, who came out in the strong with a 40%. Socialist Party Fred Membe came third in both in both opinion polls, and then obviously he tags it. So Harry Kalaba is first with 43%, Makebe Zulu with 40% in the second place, Fred Membe with 9%, 9.33% in the third place, and then obviously Munduile with 2.71%, and then Kelvin Fuwebualia with 1%, and the rest of them as they follow. As that opinion poll flows back. And then Amos Chanda, this used to be the press aide for Edgar Lungu. He says Tonse means one, but today there are two groups of Tonse Alliance. So simply saying, at this point, we are barely 2 months away from Parliament being dissolved, and Tonse seems to be more conflict and more unity. So they are going against even the tagline of unity within its name. Then how do you expect them to unite in the purpose of them to run with one candidate as we head into the August general elections? So he's simply saying it's Tonse, which means one, but they are more than two groups. And then he went further to say, this is to Amos Chanda. He says, Hakainde Hichilema has a clear path to victory. That's Amos. So according to the news diggers carried in that headline, so former presidential press aide Amos Chanda says President Hakainde Hichilema is on a clear path to victory in August polls because he sees no real contender capable of challenging him asked on Movie TV how he viewed the August elections. Chanda, who is part of the UPND media team, said said the opposition is not united, and from the look of things, Hakainde Hichilema will face very little competition or opposition as we head into the polls, because it seems like his path to retaining his seat seems to be clear with this disunity going on in the opposition, because even if each of them was to run, they will simply be jabbing at their own votes or voter base, which would carry more weight if they were consolidated into one as they head into the vote. But the likelihood of the opposition being united doesn't look feasible. What is President Hakainde Hichilema had the swearing-in ceremony just a couple of hours ago. So this man was fired sometime, should have been in 2023, as a permanent secretary, but he has been reappointed by the president this time around. So President Hakainde Hichilema has sworn in Joseph Akafumbwa. Sworn in Joseph Akafumba as a Zambian High Commissioner to Nigeria. So Akafumba is the new High Commissioner to Nigeria as of today, sworn in by the president. So it seems like his silence paid off, because most people would start making noise or even go into the opposition, but he decided to stay silent and probably stay in the good graces with the president. And he has been reappointed this time around, I think, as a High Commissioner. That's in a higher portfolio, actually, than a permanent secretary in a ministry. So that's as a result of the recent appointments that were happening at State House earlier on today. And the president was quick to also post it about 29 minutes ago. So that's Kafumba. You can see there, the vice standing next to the president, and then the vice president. And then on the far left and right, I don't know who those women are. It could be Akafumba's wife. And the lady on the far right next to the president, I have no idea who that is. But anyway, let's see what the president had to say about this. So today we called to duty Mr. Joseph Akafumba as High Commissioner to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Ms. Jemim Mukua as a Controller of Internal Audits, and Ms. Adiesa Piri as Director General of the Public-Private Partnership Agency. Also, those are the two ladies that have been appointed in those positions on the far left and right. The lady standing on the left to the vice president, and the lady standing next to the president. Those are the two other appointments that the president did. Our message is simple: hard work, integrity, commitment to mission, and confidentiality, and patriotism. Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Republic of Zambia, signs it off. So it seems like all these people are being sent to Nigeria, apart from the lady that has been appointed as the Director General of the Public-Private Partnership Agency. Otherwise, the other one should be accompanying Akafumba in Nigeria in a new portfolio. And then obviously, UPND National Youth Chairperson Gilbert Tusaniso has told the people of Southern Province not to betray President Hakainde Hichilema, stating that they are the ones running the country. Tusaniso has reminded people of Southern Province that they're the ones who gave who gave the country President Hichilema. Therefore, they cannot give up now. Speaking, this is in the News Diggers. Says, and then Brian Apundo was quick to respond to that headline. Says, should it be about tribe or who's running the country? Despite religiously voting for him, what has the majority of the Southerners benefited from his presidency, if not a handful around him? So Brian Apunda asked the question to say he cannot demand the people of Southern Province to vote for Hakainde Hichilema on the basis of tribe alone. That's according to the Socialist Party. Should be Secretary General there. I still don't know the portfolio for Brian Apunda. Is he Director of Media in Socialist Party or Secretary General? If you guys know, may clarify. He was critiquing Soniso's call on the Southern Province people to vote for Hakainde Hichilema. They're saying it should be on credibility and ability to deliver, not just tribe, he says. What is Tonse Alliance National Youth Chairperson Tasila Lungu? It seems like this portfolio keeps on sticking, because if you remember, when she was appointed to this portfolio, the section from Given would argue to say she had not accepted, because there are two versions of the Patriotic Front, one led by Brian Mundwire, and then one led by Given Winda, and then the one that has the papers which is in court with the two factions, is led by Robert Chavinga. So the one that is led by Brian Mundiwe is the one that appointed Tasila Lungu as a national youth chairperson for Tonse Alliance. And there was feedback to say she had rejected it, but from the look of things, it seems to be standing as things appear. She has not rejected or agreed to this. So based off the number of posts that are coming off that, it seems like that thing is a go. And then in the Daily Nation say, Haka Indeshema credits Edgar Chagalungu for the Kazungula Bridge. So that's in the launch that was happening about 48 hours ago at Kazungula with his counterpart from Botswana. And then obviously that's in the Real Times, Peter and Cobb promoted. And then obviously the memes that have been flying around. This was posted by Chocolate. He says, I'm praying this one throws punches at me. I need a promotion too. So laughing at this headline to say a policeman that was beaten. You remember in Ndola, should have been like 5 days ago. He's now been promoted. So he put up a meme saying the more cops would want to go on the road just to get beaten so that he can get promoted. You cannot rely on someone's luck. Just because someone gets lucky enough for that, don't assume it will be the same. But anyway, it's just jokes in reality. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a beautiful day.